I'm very excited about it. This part is really nice too. I don't mind that part so much. Remus, hey. Good boy. Yeah, so it's gonna take a little rearranging to figure out how this is gonna work. I'm not sure that I'm overly fond of the current placement, but we'll work on it. Update, he still hasn't moved. My crow boyfriend is back. Would you look at him? Oh my goodness, he's beautiful. Settee update. I have angled it so it is in a better alignment to the sofa over here. It still feels really far away, but I think that's okay because it makes the room still seem big. So yeah, he did come to bed with me last night, but the majority of his hours have been spent right there. So I'm home all day Thursday with an 11.5-hour day for work, so I'll be able to update you on his actual hours spent on the settee. But I think he likes it. He appears to enjoy it a lot, but it does feel pretty snug. My only other concern is that this is a little taller than the sofa itself, so you can really see the scratching post from every angle. And part of me really wants to attach a plant or a fern or something on top of the scratching post so it sort of billows out and disguises the fact that this is in fact a scratching post. I don't know, maybe make it a tabletop? I don't know, something to make it feel a little less, there's the scratching post. So last Friday, I went to the eye doctor for my normal yearly checkup thing that does my prescription and checks for macular degeneration and glaucoma and cataracts and all the things that are in my family that I'm likely to get eventually. I also have this fraying retina issue, but that's another story anyway. So today on my way home from work, I noticed that my eye was really watery in the corner and I kept getting the sleepy, crusty stuff in the corners of my eyes, even though I had been awake for hours. And just got out of the shower and it is decidedly puffy. It's not it's red because I was rubbing all my makeup off, but it is decidedly swollen and puffy. And I'm really hoping I didn't get some sort of horrible eye infection from the eye doctor place. I have never had pink eye in my whole life, and I really don't need it now. So what does pink eye feel like is gonna be my next Google search. It's puffy, it feels like there's something stuck up in there, but there's not. It doesn't itch, it doesn't burn, it definitely just feels really uncomfortable right now. And I look really orange in this light, but it's dark. And I've noticed that every light I have throws me into horrible relief, and ugh. I mean, look how ginger my eyebrows are without the stuff on them. It's been a rough day. It's pink eye. I'm very upset. It hurts a lot, and I've never had pink eye, and I don't like it a lot. And it just, all I want to do is itch it and rub it, and chances are it's going to go to my other eye, because I didn't know it was pink eye. Of course, I dig in my eyes all the time, and I'm very upset. However, hilarity ensues when I went to pick up some pink eye over-the-counter stuff and saw this thing right here, and it says right here that it works with pink eye antibiotics. which is hilarious because pink eye is viral and antibiotics don't work on viruses. So that tickled me. It also made me worry about picking up something that would say something so stupid, but there wasn't anything else in the pharmacy. So I gotta go with this. I'm like for real. So I had to come home. Today was supposed to be in the office all day today, and I had to come home because I can't infect other people because that's not the right thing to do. And when you're infectious, contagious, you should not be in the office. And I scream and holler at people for doing it all the time, and I didn't. You know, you gotta go by your own words. So I'm home, and I'm gonna work from bed, and I'm gonna keep washing my hands and not touching my face, and hoping to goodness that pink eye isn't contagious for cats. And because if Remus gets pink eye, I don't know what we're gonna do. Blech. Look at it. Look at it. It's all swollen and puffy and I had to buy all new makeup brushes, eye makeup brushes, because pink eye. In other news, this enormous thing arrived today. I told my stylist in the feedback that she could send me a trunk at any time, and she chose 2 days after I sent the first one. It's so heavy, the handle popped out. It was like that when it landed on my doorstep. So I hope they don't reuse these things, because that's not gonna work. It's also enormous. Did I say it's enormous? It weighs like 100,000 pounds. It really doesn't, it weighs like 22, but it feels like 100,000 pounds. Also, Remus, get down. You're not allowed up there. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Okay, just walk around, that's fine, okay. What are you doing? So, Saturday, today, Halloween, I got lazy and left all the candy on the front porch. Mostly because it's a lot of stairs and my knees hurt because it's gonna rain on Monday, so my arthritis is like, no! So that's happening. I ran the gauntlet of children to run over to my mom's house and check on her cat. I'm just, here's the thing right now. I am at a point in book 2 where, I mean, obviously I know what I want to happen and where I want this to go and when things need to happen to propel the plot forward and to, you know, keep the reader going and stuff. And I'm at a point in writing book 2 that it's gonna get hard. It's gonna start to get hard because obviously things have to happen, and I'm sort of like, do they really have to happen? I mean, really, do they have to happen? Maybe they don't have to happen, except they do. They have to happen, and I am just gutted at the idea of doing what I have to do on paper. Like, this next chapter isn't going to be so bad. I mean, it's a lot of, it's not going to be so bad. It's the following. It's just, yeah. So it's sort of like I am to the point where it's just, yeah, it's just absolutely gutting. So, P is in Charleston this weekend. He is visiting his ma, whose birthday was yesterday. But before he went to Charleston, he came by last night and he brought me this. Behold, the zombie squirrel. That's right, zombie squirrel, complete with acorn and beady yellow eye. He brought this home and I have absolutely no words. Like, I don't know where he got it. I don't know what possessed him, but there it is. And I love it. He's got a little plug here so I can put water in him and make him, you know, bottom heavy so he doesn't tip over. He's an outdoor decoration. He's made of plastic, but I'm keeping him inside because I don't want him stolen. Here's the best part. He's 14 and up, so he is not appropriate for anybody under the age of 14, which I guess is a thing. Yeah, there he is, zombie squirrel. What are you gonna do, man? Had a really long morning / afternoon in Atlanta. I went up around 10, run some errands, had House Association meeting at Alpha Gam Tech at 1. Got to see a bunch of the advisors I hadn't seen in a really long time and snuggled a baby, and it was just really nice to be kind of back in that fold. So I really hope HA is something, House Association, we call it HA. I really hope HA is something I can continue with. So I'm looking forward to that, and I think that's about it. So it's now 5 o'clock. I'm going to get home, unpack the car, put some stuff away, change the laundry over, and then really sit down and try to focus on writing at least a chapter tonight, because I gotta stop putting off the hard stuff. I've got to settle down and get it done. I'm so far behind schedule, and it just really needs to happen. So I may end up rewriting it, but at least I'm gonna get it on paper, the majority of it. See how that works out. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about it. So that was my week. Encourage each other with sweetness and light, and I will see you next Sunday.